If you allow me to live just
On April 15, 1968, less than 2 weeks after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jerline Lambert opened Lambert Realty Company on the west side of Chicago. The community and much of the nation was in turmoil, but Mrs. Lambert was accustomed to having the odds against her. After all, she was in her early 20s and had 5 children.
After the 5th child was born, we got an apartment in a basement around 13th and Drake. And it was kind of funny. The man came, I told him that I had 3 children, actually I had 5. And when he found out that I had 5, he told me we had to move. He was putting us out. So I knew that I had to do something. So we did move, got another apartment. And when I purchased it, the person that sold the building to me said, you ought to think about coming to real estate. And I said, it really sounds interesting. So okay, tell me about it. And he explained it to me. And I said, okay, that's what I want to do.
Jerline Lambert was born in Forest City, Arkansas, and married at 14. She and her husband moved to Chicago in the late 50s, where she had another child, finished high school, and went into business. So, what did she do with the children? She kept them right with her.
I would have them come down to the office every day when they got out of school to clean up the office and have my daughter to be filing. I'd have something for them to do. And my purpose in doing that wasn't to get them interested in business. It was to know where they were after school, to keep them out the street. So I was always having them around. They was coming around, they was cleaning up, they was doing that, they was doing other. And I had some other friends in businesses. And if I didn't have quite enough for them to do, I'd send them over there. So they would be doing business. So that's what happened. They had to come in and do work after. And I think that had a lot to do with it.
Lambert Realty succeeded in part because after Martin Luther King's death, things began to change. The federal government began to make it possible for blacks to get home loans, and Lambert Realty was in a position to sell them.
Yeah, because then it opened up with FHA. See, before then, blacks couldn't get mortgages really on the FHA. Once the FHA opened up, then we were able to do a lot of selling because people wanted to buy, but they just couldn't afford it.
As sales increased, Jerline Lambert's involvement in the industry also increased. She became involved in property appraising and then property management.
I always wanted to be in property management because I felt that sales may be good today, but they may not be good tomorrow. And maybe you make good money in sales, but tomorrow if you don't have anything at all, it kind of ties you over. Then you may have to close your doors. So we started. I started property management, and I always felt with property management, at least I could pay my bills.
All 5 of the Lambert children have worked for the company. Kenneth Lambert is now vice president of the corporation. He came on board after he was recruited as a manager for Burger King and was robbed at gunpoint. It was then that he joined the family business.
So right after that, one day he came to the office and he said, "Mom, I quit my job." And I said, "Oh, wow." I said, "Well, I can understand why you quit it under circumstances." I said, "So what are you going to do?" And he said, "I'm going to work here. Where's my desk?" And he's been here ever since.
And my mom knows essentially that, we and I, as her son and as one that she's feel confident enough to pass the torch to, that there's no doubt that all the things that she's done for us over the years and for me personally, there is no word to describe other than the fact that we love and cherish and appreciate her so very much and look forward to carrying on that legacy that she's established over these 40 years.
But although I'm passing the torch, I'm not really ready to go. I'll still be around, so when people call, they can still ask for me too.
Beside having a successful career in real estate, Mrs. Lambert has been a part of helping the development of many individuals, organizations, and businesses in Chicago. A true icon for working mothers everywhere, she is very proud of her children and the people she's mentored throughout the years.